Thank you, everyone. I just want to thank the team at Intellatech for inviting eBiz to be a part of your webinar talking about the digital transformation from some legacy ERPs to a state-of-the-art SaaS solution. I'm TJ. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships here at EBIZCharge. Our company is headquartered here in Southern California, in Irvine. I'm based out of San Diego. We go to a lot of shows. So if you'll be at Community Summit later in Orlando next month, we're certainly welcome to come visit you. Or there'll be an opportunity to connect later on in the slide, and we can show you some more. So with that, so first off, let me share a little story and a little bit about EBIZCharge. We are a 100% focused AR payments company. We've been in business a little over 20 years. As I mentioned, we're headquartered in Irvine. I think a few things that really make us stand out in this space that you won't find in another payments company is we are a family-owned company. We were started by some immigrants with a desire to build a business. And since then, 20 years later, we have about 250 full-time employees. All of us, except a few of us on the partner team and sales, are headquartered in Irvine. So that includes development, support, finance, operations. So everyone there is quick to handle and take care of your needs. We are built over 100 integrations for a variety of payments companies, the entire dynamic suite. So for those of you on GP, SL Nav, we have a solution today that can automate you and then also migrate with all your data painlessly when you make that move to Business Central or another cloud solution that Intellatech offers. We have a little over 400,000 users on our solutions. Last year, we processed over 15 billion in credit card payments, seamlessly and quietly. So with that, let's talk a little bit about our integrations. As I mentioned, we're a certified Microsoft development partner. We've been at this 10 plus years now. So these solutions to automate, integrate, and help you and your team get paid faster are mature products. They're very well developed. And what they'll do for you is seamlessly help you with taking payments, credit cards, debit cards, ACH, e-checks, etc., and then reconcile that right back into your payments. So if you're taking payments externally and then applying them, or you're still sending out PDFs and invoices, we can automate that for you through a number of the tools that we have built into each of our integrations. A few other things I think really stand out is all of our developers are in-house. They're not spread across the globe. So our sales, operations, and finance support are all up on the 14th floor. Our developers and other groups there are down on the 12th floor. So if there's someone we need to speak to, it's not 2 or 3 days. We have an average hold time of about 30 seconds to speak with someone when there is a transaction that needs attention or an additional look. So with that, let's talk a little bit about what's included. So this is a kind of a look. When you move forward with an EBIZCharge integration for your Dynamics platform, our team will meet with you, schedule time. We do the installation, the configuration, training, ongoing upgrades, and support. So we'll put your logo on it. We have some great verbiage, stock verbiage to help you with setting up for the automation. So if you want to do automatic billing, so when you have a client who wants to get an email along with a PDF of their invoice, it can have a click to pay link in it. These types of things help you get paid quicker. They reduce the errors. On average, they reduce your DSO, your day sale outstanding, by about 2 weeks. So think of that cash flow that now is out there that is no longer in that 30 to 60, 60 to 90 or plus longer days. So we're also helping you reduce fraud and liability. We are a 100% PCI compliant company and product. That took a lot of years, if anybody's worked with PCI compliance, to achieve those certifications. and to maintain them. So by utilizing our integration, that comes with the product. So great ways to help you in getting paid quicker and securely. So let's talk about some of the features, and these come in all of our integrations. So NAV, SL, GP, or BC. We even have, so our last presenter showed, dynamic CRM. We can automate payments within that too. I just mentioned and talked about email pay, right? There's nothing like just when an invoice is created or a sales order, depending on your process, you can push out that invoice to your client. They can look at that. They can click on the Pay Now button. If they haven't already inputted a credit card, they can securely do that. So this is going to eliminate somebody taking a phone call, writing it down on a piece of paper, adding liability to your business on who's taking those card numbers, and ensuring that it's securely stored in our PCI compliant vault. We also have really cool features like a mobile pay. If you're at a show, you maybe have a field service request, you can have an app on your phone and take it right there. The other cool features are recurring billing. So if you have customers that have a monthly bill, $500, $5,000, whatever that is, they can have a recurring billing coming out. The client can go log in, put in a card or an e-check payment and say the date that they want that to be paid. And again, that's just automating that payment. It's next day funding on Amex or Visa, MasterCard, 2 days on Amex and Discover, pretty industry standard. And then it's into your bank account. We have auto payments and a couple new features that are really cool. There's a product called 3D Secure. And we found this about 3 or 4 years ago at one of the payments conferences put on by Visa. And what this does is it does an extra step when validating a card to make sure it's not stolen and is a viable card. And what it does is simply goes directly to that issuing bank, verifies that card is valid, verifies the payments all in seconds, and applies the payment. Should that card come back as a fraudulent card 2, 3, 4, 6 months from now, the liability is now moved from you as the merchant to the bank because they've securely set that up or verified that. Finally, another really neat tool is some people now are wanting to do surcharging. And it sounds great. You don't want to have to cover the cost for your customers that want to pay on a credit card. So we have the ability to add a surcharge in those states and municipalities that allow it. Some states don't. Massachusetts, Delaware, Oklahoma, as an example. Colorado does allow surcharging, but they cap it at 2% unless it's a Discover card or an Amex card. Our product will take a look at the billing address. If your customer says, hey, I'm going to be using this Visa card, they then switch and put a debit card, it will automatically remove that surcharging because we will see that. That's a compliant surcharging tool. And it's pretty neat to show in a live demo. So those are some of the really neat features and functionality. So it's a lot more than just having the ability to take credit card, but simplifying it, making it easy for you and your customers to get paid quickly. So how do we support you? Right now, as I mentioned, we can plug into your GPSL environment, automate all of the billing for you today, start reducing that, days, those 30, 60, 90, 120 plus day balances. When you're ready to make that move to the BC environment, we'll move with you. Our team will move that and you'll be up and running. And all of those cards and payment information that's been saved and stored will come along with you. So with that, that's really makes it quick, easy, and pain-free. Now, I guess the final thing I would share with you is, people say, well, what does it cost? How much am I going to make, right, or have to pay? We have a meter beat policy to EBIZCharge. So you will not pay any more than what you're currently paying. And more than likely, our team will find a way to reduce your current costs. We ask for your most recent 3 months of merchant statements. Our finance team takes a look at that. We do an analysis for you. We'll show you what you're currently being charged, what all those fees look like, your volume, and we'll show you what it would be to move with eBiz, in addition to the features, the function, the local support here in the US, and the automations that come with it. So we would love for you to let your team know at Intellatech if you'd like to take a look at the product. We do live demos, and we can show you a demo that works against your workflow, answer any specific questions for your business, and get you a proposal. So with that, this is my contact information and our VP, Matt Rogers. That wraps that up, and I'll take if there's any questions at this time.
We had one question that came in. It said, did I understand that payments can be made with a bank account as well as a credit card?
Yes.
One question that came in, it says, are there any hidden fees when it comes to using eBiz?
No, we're very transparent with pricing. That's why we take a look at your current processing fees and charges. We will be very, transparent with what your costs would be for accepting, for using eBiz and processing.
And then it looks like we have one more question that came in. It says, can we migrate payment history if we move on to another system?
So all of your payment history would be in your current ERP, right? So that could be GPSL, I'm guessing here. And all that data would be within that ERP.